You spent 45 minutes brushing last night. Every stroke was deliberate. You moisturized, you compressed, you tied your Durag exactly the way you always do. You went to sleep confident. Pattern looking right, connections forming, progress happening. Then you woke up, you walked to the bathroom, pulled the Durag off, and half of it was gone. One side still holding. The other side looking like you haven't brushed in a week. The crown flat, that spot near your temple where you were finally getting a connection. Frizzy and undefined, like it reset itself while you were unconscious. And you're standing there at 7 in the morning, already frustrated before your day even started. Whoa, what you're blaming right now. You think it's the Durag. You think you didn't tie it tight enough, or you think your hair type just doesn't hold pattern the way other people's does. But what if I told you the Durag was never the real problem? What if the reason your waves break has nothing to do with how you tie down and everything to do with what's happening to your hair between 1 and 5 in the morning? The hours when you're in your deepest sleep and your body is actually working against your pattern without you knowing it. That's what nobody talks about. And because waves aren't just a hairstyle, they're discipline made visible, and you deserve to see that discipline reflected back at you every single morning, not just on brushing. Let me give you the short version of what's going on, because once you understand this, everything else clicks. The average person changes sleep position anywhere from 10 to 30 times per night. You're not laying still for 8 hours. Your body is constantly shifting, rolling, turning your head from one side to the other. Every single time your head moves against that pillow, friction is happening. And here's what friction does to textured hair. It disrupts the cuticle layer. The cuticle is the outer shell of each hair strand, and when your waves are trained, those cuticles are laying in a uniform direction. Friction forces them to lift and separate, which is exactly why you wake up with frizz instead of definition. Now here's the part that matters most. Around 2 to 3 a.m., your body enters its deepest sleep cycle. This is when you move the most aggressively, and also when your scalp's moisture production drops to its lowest point. So at 3 a.m., your hair is at its driest and your body is creating the most friction against the pillow. That's the window where the damage happens. Your Durag is doing what it can, but it's fighting pressure from the outside. Your head pressing into the pillow creates what I call compression fatigue. The Durag holds the pattern from above, but the pillow is pushing against it from below. And over 6 to 8 hours, that constant opposing pressure gradually loosens the wave lay. It's not that the Durag failed, it's that the Durag was never designed to fight that battle alone. The 3 mistakes. Now that you know what's happening, let me show you 3 things you're probably doing before bed that are making it worse. And I'm warning you, the third one is going to challenge everything you think you know about Durags. Mistake number 1, you're sleeping on cotton. This is the one most of you have probably heard before but still haven't fixed. Cotton is a moisture thief. It absorbs the oils and water from your hair all night long. So by the time 3 a.m. hits and your scalp's moisture production is already at its lowest, your hair is bone dry. Dry hair has zero flexibility. It can't hold a wave pattern because the strand is too stiff and brittle to lay in a trained direction. You're starting every night on a surface that's actively dehydrating the thing you're trying to protect. Mistake number 2, you're brushing dry hair right before bed. I know why you do it. You want to get those last strokes in, lay the pattern down fresh before you tie up. But when you brush dry textured hair, you're creating friction on a strand that has no slip. There's no moisture barrier between the brush and the cuticle. So instead of training the hair, you're roughing it up. You're lifting the very cuticle layer that needs to stay flat for your waves to hold overnight. Every dry stroke before bed is undoing work, not adding to it. Mistake number 3, and this is the one that's going to hit. You're tying your Durag too tight. I know, every waver believes tighter equals better compression equals deeper waves. But here's what's actually happening. When you over tighten, you're cutting off microcirculation to the scalp surface. Blood flow is what keeps the follicle nourished and the hair flexible overnight. Restricting it means your hair gets stiffer as the night goes on, which makes it more vulnerable to compression fatigue. On top of that, excessive pressure creates line indentations. Those creases you sometimes wake up with aren't just cosmetic. They're spots where the wave pattern was literally crushed flat rather than held in place. Firm and secure is what you want. Tight enough that it doesn't slide off, loose enough that you don't feel pressure on your temples. That's the line. If you just realized you've been making at least one of these mistakes, you're not alone. Most wavers are. Hit subscribe because I break down the things about wave care that nobody else explains. Now let me give you the system that actually fixes this. The fix, the complete nighttime system. Here's the permanent fix, and it's a layered approach. Moisture first, then compression, then surface protection. All 3 every night in that order. Step 1, Before your Durag ever touches your head, your hair needs to be moisturized. Not soaking wet, not freshly washed, just lightly moisturized. I apply a small amount of the Ocean View Juice Boost Hair Growth Oil after my last brush session. It's lightweight enough that it doesn't leave residue on my Durag, but it gives my hair the slip and flexibility it needs to survive 8 hours of friction and compression without drying out. Step 2. Tie your Durag with moderate tension. Secure, not strangling. The wave cap underneath is doing most of the whole work anyway. If you're not using a wave cap under your Durag, start tonight. The cap provides even, distributed compression across the entire pattern. The Durag on top locks the cap in place. This 2-layer system means you don't need to over-tighten anything because the hold is coming from coverage, not pressure. Step 3. Satin pillowcase, non-negotiable. This is your second line of defense for the hours when your Durag shifts or loosens naturally during sleep. Satin doesn't absorb moisture like cotton, and its smooth surface produces dramatically less friction. Even if your Durag moves at 3 a.m. during your deepest sleep cycle, your hair is hitting satin instead of cotton. That alone cuts the damage in half. Moisture before compression. Moderate tension, not maximum. Satin underneath everything. 3 layers of protection working together so that no single point of failure can break your pattern overnight. After 1 week of this system, here's how to check yourself. Signs it's working. You take your Durag off in the morning and both sides match. Not perfect, but consistent. You're seeing definition within 5 minutes of removing the Durag without needing to rebrush. Your hair feels soft and flexible in the morning, not dry and stiff. The connections you've been chasing are holding longer between brush sessions. Your pillowcase doesn't have oil stains or residue because the moisture stayed in your hair where it belongs. If this is your morning, the system is doing its job. Stay consistent, and the results compound every single week. Signs something is still off, you're still waking up with one side flat or frizzy. Your hair feels crunchy or dry by morning, even though you moisturized the night before. You're seeing Durag lines or crease marks across your pattern. Your wave definition is fine right after brushing, but completely gone by sunrise. If this is you, troubleshoot in order. First, check your pillowcase. Is it actually satin, or is it labeled satin but feels like polyester? Second, check your Durag tension. Have someone take a photo view from the side after you tie down and look for excessive pressure points. Third, check your moisture step. Are you applying to damp hair or completely dry hair? Usually one of those 3 is the weak link. Fix it, give it another week, and reassess. Imagine this. Tomorrow morning your alarm goes off. You walk to the bathroom, same mirror, same lighting, same routine. But this time when the Durag comes off, you don't see one good side and one bad side. You see pattern everywhere. The connections are holding. The definition is crisp. The crown is spinning. And for the first time in a long time, the mirror gives you back exactly what you put in the night before. Nothing was lost while you slept. Nothing reset. Every brush stroke you invested is still there. That's what a real nighttime system does. This is the guide that skips the painful trial and error phase. Subscribe if you haven't. I put out real content every week for barbers and for the people sitting in their chairs. I'll catch you in the next one.